Okay, so today I really must send a thank you letter to Catherine. That's my number one priority. After that, I need to finish the proposal for Serena, and then I really need to iron some shirts. And finally, if I get time, I want to wash my car and find some more resistance bands exercises. And that's it. A couple of months ago, Todoist launched a new feature called Ramble. Now, Ramble enables you to dictate ideas, thoughts, things that you might have to do directly into Todoist. Now, as you saw at the beginning of this video, you saw me doing this on a mobile phone, but you can also do this from your desktop too. And just because of the screen real estate, and I can demonstrate it a little bit more using the desktop version, but everything that I'm going to show you here can be done exactly as I showed you at the beginning on the mobile phone. Now, to enable your Ramble, all you need to do is when you see the add task, you'll see next to it a wavy line. Now, Todoist also give you a shortcut for this, so you've got Shift Q. So if you hit the Shift and then the Q letter, you will then enable Ramble, and then you can just speak to it and say whatever it is you want to say, or collect. That's the important thing. But because this is AI enabled in the background, it means that it can do much more than just listen to your voice and write out the tasks. One of the things that I noticed is it does something remarkable to the actual task itself and does something that I've been telling people to do for years and years and years. So let me just give you a quick demonstration. So I'm going to do Shift Q, and I've now enabled Ramble. So I need to remember to contact Bill and send him an invoice. Please, that needs to go into my this week project. I also, at some point later this month, need to organize my car to go in for a service. I will do that in my next week project. And I also need to, well, what else do I need to do? Oh, yes, I need to iron my shirts. I also need to, I made a list out here. I also need to reach out to Jeff about doing an AI collaboration. And I also need to check when Louis is going in for his next haircut appointment. Okay, that's it. Now, what Todoist has done is it has added everything that I have just spoken into my inbox, I think, but I also need to check this week because I did say contact Bill, although that's not a correct task, so I need to delete that and also send invoice to Bill. So that's gone into my next week project. This week project. Now, my next week project, I've got organise car for service. Now, rather annoyingly, coming from the UK, I noticed that what Todoist has done is using American spelling, but I can forgive it for that because if it was something that really needed to be, if it really annoyed me, I could go in and change that spelling. But as you can see here, what it's doing is it's listening to what I'm saying and then it's adding it into a text format. So if you look here, these are all the things that I have demonstrated as we've been speaking. What it's done is it's added verbs to each of these tasks. So I've got iron shirts, reach out to Jeff, check when Louis' next haircut appointment is. So obviously it's not perfect. So I can put haircut and just go in and change it and just correct it, and then go down and finish proposal for Serena, iron my shirts, which I seem to be definitely on my mind today, wash the car, and also find more resistance band exercises. So what Ramble does is it listens to what you're saying and then it adds it. Now you can get very specific. So I said, very important today, write thank you letter to Catherine, and it added the red flag. It also added an orange flag to I really must finish the proposal to Serena. So Todoist is doing a lot, or Ramble I should say, is doing quite a lot of the hard work for you. Now you can play around with this, you can add things into there, but what I've really liked about this is that I can set up whatever I need and do a lot of the hard work of collecting tasks. Now, where I find this most useful is when I'm out and about walking my dog. Now, I have systems in place to collect things when I am at my desk. But when I am out and about with my dog, all I have with me is my phone, and then it's really the only opportunity I have, if you have all these ideas, is just grab them into Todoist using Ramble. It is so good because it's not going to stop dictation. It's not going to interrupt your flow of thinking. What it's doing is, until you say, right, that's it, or something similar, it's going to continue listening to you. And then, so you can just let that stream of consciousness come out and go for it. So if you're using Todoist and you've got everything, and you're using the latest version, then this, I think, is a really great additional tool. It's one of those AI features that is actually useful. A lot of AI out there is not particularly useful and causes us to spend way too much time playing around with things. This is really simple. You just click the wavy line and then start talking. Now, you'll be a bit nervous at first. I know we all are when we're talking to machines, but you get used to it. And certainly when I'm out walking the dog, I am so engaged with this, throwing stuff in, but at the same time, I can watch Louis and make sure he's not doing anything naughty. So I wanted to update you on this feature in Todoist. It is a fantastic feature. Go ahead, try it out. I'm sure you won't be disappointed. There's a few other nuts and bolts in there, but what I really like about it is essentially I can just dump my thoughts as an out and about. Now, if you want to learn more about how I have Todoist set up right now, then this video up here is definitely the one to watch next.